Want popcorn or do you want cookies? Do you want children?
Yes.
Yes. We've been together 8 years in September.
Married 7.
Married for 7. We've tried to get pregnant. We've been trying for, I think we're going on 6 years here. It's been like the last 5 years. We did IUIs, the traditional method, and then after I think our third or fourth, I think it was our 4th IUI, somewhere in there, is when the doctor basically, she sat us down and she said, IVF is your only option. We were gonna go take a trip. I'm Brazilian, my mother's from Rio. And so we were like, let's go see my family. I thought, I'm a citizen of Brazil. I can actually check out some of the clinics there and see how much it costs to do IVF. And it actually cost about 1/3 less to do IVF in Brazil. We did a fundraiser and did a huge event. And a lot of family and friends donated money, we borrowed money, and then we went to Brazil and we did an actual cycle of IVF in vitro fertilization there. And it ended up not working.
There was actually a point during our trip to Brazil where, because it took so long for the treatments to actually work and to show some results, to be able to go through and try to make the eggs into embryos, I actually had to leave and come back here and go back to work before the entire thing was done. The phone rang really early on her birthday, and I picked up, and it was her, and she was crying and saying it didn't work. And I hung up the phone, and I cried.
I picked out their names. I picked out a crib, picked out onesies. I've already got their teddy bear, and I had gone into my dad's office looking for something, and I saw this teddy bear with a card from my mom. She had gotten it for him with a box of chocolates. But I remember just picking up the bear and looking at it and realizing that I was ready to have children. I really wanted to have a child with you, and it would be perfect. Every single time we failed a round of treatment, I had that on a shelf in our bedroom, and I wouldn't lose hope, because I don't think I would have felt that way if it were meant to be, I traveled all the way to another continent. I had lived there for 3 months. I had been by myself, dealing with a lot of people telling me, like, obviously you shouldn't be trying so hard, because if you were meant to have kids, it would have just happened. And I remember just kind of just going to the beach and sitting down and thinking about that bear. If I could have a child, if I could give that bear to someone, I can't think of anything greater in my life. I really can't. And it would mean literally everything to me. Because this man means literally everything to me. And I want so badly to be able to make a little piece of him and a little piece of me into this living, breathing, thinking, talking piece of perfection. And it would mean the world to me. It would just be everything. It would be everything.